Thanks for checking out this video. So let's get into it. What is coming to Shudder for August of 2025? And I'm going to warn you off the bat, it's very light. Now, I'm wondering and hoping that that's because they're going to be putting a lot on for September and October, because typically they do the 60 days of Halloween, not just October. So I think they might be going big the following month, starting that following month, and for 2 months. So maybe that's why things are light. Fingers crossed on that one, but we'll see. There's also a situation where a lot of the well, not a lot of times, but there have been some times where they send me what they're going to be putting on the service, and then they end up adding extra stuff. It's I don't know why. Like sometimes they just highlight certain things, and then I think sometimes it's just like they're still kind of working on it, and they secure things kind of last minute. I don't know. But anyway, let me tell you what's coming up. The first two films I'm going to go over are a Shudder exclusive and well, actually, they're both Shudder exclusives. Never mind. So for those and their originals, just so people know, I always do no spoiler reviews earlier the week that they end up coming onto the streaming service. So I always put those up on Mondays because the movies end up coming out on Fridays. So you can always check my channel for those no spoiler reviews if you kind of want to get an idea of if you'll be interested in the film or not. Also, since I'm talking about that type of stuff, please support me if you like any of these videos, including this one. The easiest way and the most free way for you to do it is just subscribe and hit the thumbs up on this. And you can hit the notification bell button if you want to know when I'm putting up more videos one of those days. Sorry. Also, if you want to get a little bit more involved, throw a few ducats my way. I do have memberships for the channel, and you do get some cool perks for that. There are 3 levels, link in the description, and the top level gets videos that no one else gets. So, done with that. Now, the first Shudder exclusive. This is one I've been waiting for a while, and I'm very excited it's finally going to be hitting. It is Clown in a Cornfield. That's coming August 8th. Looking for a fresh start, Quinn and her father move to the quiet town of Kettle Springs. They soon learn the fractured community has fallen on hard times after losing a treasured factory to a fire. As the locals bicker amongst themselves and tensions boil over, a sinister, grinning clown emerges from the cornfields to cleanse the town of its burdens, one bloody victim at a time. I've heard kind of differing things about the film since it did have a theatrical run, so hoping for the best on that. I know it's based on some books that are really good. Might check those out at some point. Then the next one, Shudder exclusive, is The Twin, and this one is coming August 29th. So, Clown in the Cornfield in the beginning of the month, The Twin at the end of the month. After the tragic loss of his son, Nicholas struggles with his grief and a strained relationship with his wife, Charlie. Under the watch of psychiatrist Dr. Beaumont, Nicholas begins experiencing terrifying visions of a shadowy figure that looks like himself. As reality unravels, Nicholas must confront his past and the supernatural force haunting him before it consumes him completely. I don't know. Doesn't sound the best, but since it is an exclusive, it gives me higher hopes. Their originals done in the United States typically not the best, but the exclusives have a much higher chance of being pretty good. Now just going to some that they want to like highlight. Basically, coming on August 4th is the film Gags the Clown. An unidentified man in Green Bay, Wisconsin has captured worldwide attention for roaming the streets dressed up as a clown. Many write it off as a harmless prank, others aren't so sure. When a group of friends cross paths with the clown everyone calls Gags, his true intentions are revealed. Sounds very Terrifier-ish, I guess. And there's a picture here that looks Terrifier-ish. Then Urban Legend, which have I seen? I think I've seen the first Urban Legend, but I haven't seen anything past that. Might need to revisit it. This one's coming August 1st. A college student suspects a series of bizarre deaths are connected to certain urban legends. So you can check that out. And then Urban Legends Final Cut, also dropping on August 1st. A film school is the center of a fresh spate of killings based on urban legends. And that's it. Okay. Obviously, The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs is going to be continuing because they've been doing the first Friday of every month. So that's going to be happening. Not going to read the synopsis for that. They are continuing with their watch alongs. Obviously, they have the Last Drive-In watch along on the first Friday, and then every Friday after that, they have a different theme of showing 2 films that they encourage people to kind of tweet along to or post along to on Facebook or wherever. So obviously August 1st is the Last Drive-In. August 8th is Summer Slashers with Clown in a Cornfield and In a Violent Nature. Could be an interesting one for people. Then August 15th, Forest Rangers is the theme with The Ranger and The Final Terror. I've seen The Ranger. I didn't really like it. The Final Terror, I have not seen. August 22nd, Influencer Horror. Going to be the film Sissy and Tragedy Girls. That's a very good double feature. If you're going to do any of these, I would highly recommend the Sissy and Tragedy Girls one. Those are both pretty good films. Definitely good. And then Friday, August 29th, The Movies That Made Shudder Watch Party. Oh, wow. This is a great one. When Evil Lurks and The Sadness. That is the strongest double feature I have seen them put together, period, since they've been doing these watch party things. Wow, that's a great one. Definitely check that one out. All right, other films coming on August 1st, the following 2 films. Venus. Horror invades the concrete corridors of a cursed apartment complex on the outskirts of Madrid. Maybe. And then La Abuela, a.k.a. The Grandmother. A Paris model must return to Madrid where her grandmother, who had brought her up, just had a stroke, but spending the just a few days. Okay. Editing. But spending the just a few days with this relative turns into an unexpected nightmare. The next 2 films are coming August 4th. All the Gods in the Sky. Caring for his disabled sister on an isolated French farm, guilt-ridden Simon seeks supernatural means to free them both from their physical constraints. Doesn't sound interesting to me. And then Pelican Blood. A woman who trains police horses adopts her second child, a severely traumatized 5-year-old girl. When the girl shows violent and antisocial behavior, her new mother becomes determined to help her. Also doesn't sound great. And then the last 2 films, this is what I was saying, it's very light. The last 2 films are coming on August 11th. Never Have I Ever. Sam, a struggling writer, faces pressure to repay in advance. Like, that's terrible. His day spirals as he loses his wallet, experiences break-ins, and a chance encounter leads to unexpected events, further complicating his predicament and deadline. I've been starting to wonder if they're using AI to write these. I don't understand. And then the last one is I Saw the Face of the Devil. In a small town in northern Poland, not northern Poland. Come on with the editing. In a small town in northern Poland, Majka, 18, is experiencing feelings that are out of the ordinary. She is convinced that she is possessed, so decides to meet Father Merrick, an exorcist priest. These synopses are written horribly. And these movies, I'm going to be honest, do not sound great. I'm going to be honest. But one of the things that does intrigue me a little bit is that it stops at August 11th. So it does make me kind of wonder if they're going to extend ahead of September, actually, and grab a part of August to start their celebration of, spooky season. So I don't know, because usually they don't stop, like, that's not even mid-month. They usually don't stop that soon. So I'm wondering if there's going to be other stuff coming in August. I kind of have a feeling there might be, but anyway, things to think about. If there are any of those films that you think I should definitely check out, let me know in the comments, or definitely avoid. Also, let me know in the comments. But yeah, what are you excited about? What are you not excited about? What do you think they're going to end up dropping for their September-October slate? Hopefully some really fun, really cool stuff. I feel like there will be. But anyway, thank you for taking your time to watch this. And until next time, keep it brutal.